What's up, everyone? Today we began a new scenario, one that can change the entire world of Dragon Ball. We will be discussing all of that and more on this first part of What If Chichi Was a Saiyan? Our story begins only a few months after Raditz's defeat. Normally, Chichi is focused on Gohan's studies, pushing him toward books instead of training. But what if she was more like Goku? Not just in her strength or stubbornness, but in her very outlook on life, a pure love for combat, the thrill of a good challenge, and the endless drive to surpass her limits. This version of Chichi is still a wife and mother, but her passion for fighting doesn't fade after her days with the Ox King or her match in the 23rd Budokai. Instead, she trains alongside Goku regularly, sharpening her skills and growing stronger with every battle. By the time Raditz appears, Chichi isn't helpless. She's already a seasoned warrior, capable of standing beside her husband in combat. And when Goku sacrifices himself against Raditz, things take a sharp turn. Chichi doesn't collapse into grief. She doesn't retreat into the background. Instead, she makes a vow. If Saiyans stronger than Raditz are coming, then she'll be ready. More than ready. So when Piccolo takes Gohan away to train, Chichi doesn't protest. In fact, she goes off to train herself. Her Ox King heritage gave her a solid foundation, but now she pushes far beyond it. She spars with Yamcha, Tien, and Krillin, mastering ki control, honing her reflexes, and tapping into a power she never knew she had. Unlike the others, she's fueled not just by fear of the Saiyans, but by excitement. An excitement that rivals Goku's own. Chichi looks at Goku's sacrifice, and instead of despair, she feels something else. Envy. Not for his death, of course, but for the way he lived. For the way he charged head first into impossible odds with a smile, never doubting himself, never holding back. She sees that spark in him, that love for the fight, and she wishes for it. Not knowing the truth about Goku's Saiyan heritage, she simply wishes to be like him. A fighter, a warrior, someone who can stand beside him, not behind him. After the wish was made, Chichi noticed something strange. A tail, which is normal in this case. She wished to be like Goku after all, but what she didn't know, that he was an alien. Chichi begins training, not half-heartedly, but obsessively. Every day with Krillin, Yamcha, and Tien. Even sparring against Piccolo when he allows it. Her power explodes. She starts at a level comparable to Krillin's early training, around 300, but within months, she soars past the other humans. By the time the Saiyans arrive, she's breaking into the thousands. And this changes everything. Vegeta and Nappa arrive. The sky darkens, the ground shakes. Their scouters sweep the battlefield. Nappa laughs at the readings, but Vegeta's eyes narrow. That last one, Chi-Chi's power, makes no sense. Kakarot wasn't the only one. Another Saiyan? They assume she's one of their kind, a survivor hidden on Earth. For the first time, Vegeta feels genuine curiosity. Nappa plants the Cybermen. The Z-Fighters brace themselves. In the original timeline, Yamcha fell here, but Chi-Chi steps forward instead. Her aura flares, white and sharp, as her power level spikes beyond 5,000. With precision strikes, she dismantles her opponent. One punch caves its chest. A second Cyberman rushes her. She vaporizes it with a ki blast. Vegeta's scouter beeps wildly. Nappa snarls. She's stronger than Raditz. The Z-Fighters, inspired, push themselves harder. Krillin wipes out multiple Cybermen with his scattering blast. Tien crushes one with sheer technique. Piccolo tears through his with cold precision. By the end, the Earthlings are battered, but none have fallen. Yamcha survives. Infuriated, Nappa steps forward. His power level, 4,000. He towers over them, muscles rippling, a storm of destruction. Tien launches first, using everything he has, only to be brushed aside. Krillin follows, but his blast barely scorched Nappa's armor. Then Chi-Chi charges. Her strikes collide with Nappa's massive frame, forcing him back. Blow for blow, she holds her ground. For a brief moment, Nappa is forced to defend. Piccolo joins in, and together they actually overwhelm the brute. For the first time, Nappa is pushed onto his heels, but his rage boils over. He unleashes a massive explosion, blasting Tien's arm, nearly killing Krillin. The battlefield turns grim. Piccolo still sacrifices himself for Gohan, taking Nappa's attack head-on. By the time Goku descends from the sky, the battlefield looks very different. The Z fighters are bloodied, Piccolo lies dead, but Chichi is still standing. Bruised, broken, yet unyielding. His power level spikes at 8,000, shocking Vegeta. But then, he looks again at Chichi. Still standing, still burning with energy near 6,500, two warriors on Earth rivaling Saiyan elites. For the first time, Vegeta doesn't laugh. The battle begins. Goku and Chichi rush him together, fists and feet striking in perfect tandem. Vegeta blocks and counters, his scouter pinging wildly as their powers spike. Goku pushes him to 9,000, Chichi near 7,000. For the Saiyan Prince, this is unthinkable. Kakarot, a low-class warrior, already surpassing expectations. And now another, his mate, fighting at nearly the same level? Vegeta roars in frustration, powering up to 18,000. His aura shakes the battlefield. The tide turns viciously. Goku and Chichi are thrown back, battered under the overwhelming gap in power. But they refuse to quit. Blow after blow, they rise again, forcing Vegeta to acknowledge them. The battle mirrors the original, but with a twist. Where Goku used Kaioken to keep pace, Chichi fights with sheer instinct. She doesn't have Kaioken, but she's unpredictable. Her strikes wild, yet sharp, flowing like Goku's, but uniquely her own. And when Vegeta launches his Gallic Gun, determined to end the Earth in one strike, it isn't just Goku who steps forward. Chichi stands beside him. Together, they cup their hands. Two beams surge forward, colliding with Vegeta's Gallic Gun in a storm of energy. But it isn't enough. Vegeta pushes them back, laughing, declaring the Earth doomed. Until a third voice rises. Gohan, trembling with rage, his power spiking over 3,000, throws his hands forward. His beam joins theirs. The family Kamehameha roars to life. Father, mother, and son united in one strike. Vegeta's eyes widen in disbelief as the combined blast overtakes his own, swallowing him in an eruption that lights the night sky. When the smoke clears, Vegeta is broken, defeated, and forced to retreat. For the first time, Earth was saved not just by Goku, but by his family. A husband, a wife, and their son, standing together as warriors. The Saiyan saga ends here, rewritten in fire.